Long before Jeremiah was born, God chose him for greatness. His name in Hebrew, Yirmiyahu, means either the Lord lifts up or the Lord establishes. Imagine the weight of that calling. You were selected, set apart, even before you entered the world. This is the story of Jeremiah, the man set apart. Jeremiah was born in Anathoth, a small town a few kilometers from Jerusalem. His father was a priest named Hilkiah, and Jeremiah grew up immersed in the religious life of Judah. It all began during the 13th year of King Josiah's reign, around 627 BC. That's when God spoke to him, saying, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and before you were born, I set you apart. I made you a prophet to the nations." Jeremiah 1:5. At that time, Josiah was king, and there was still hope for Judah. But things were about to change. Over the next 40 years, Jeremiah faithfully delivered God's messages. He witnessed the reigns of 4 more kings, each worse than the last: Jehoahaz, Jehoiakim, Jehoiakim, and Zedekiah. All the while, the shadow of the Babylonian Empire loomed over Judah. Babylon would eventually destroy Jerusalem in 586 BC, exile many of Judah's people, and burn the temple. Jeremiah looked out onto the hills beyond Jerusalem and lamented, "Oh, that my head were water and my eyes a fountain of tears, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the city, for the slain of the Lord's portion." Chapter 31, verse 33. During these turbulent times, Jeremiah wasn't the only prophet. Others like Habakkuk, Zephaniah, and Ezekiel also delivered God's messages. But Jeremiah's mission was unique. He remained a priest at heart, constantly interceding and weeping for his people. Even when they rejected his messages, he didn't give up. One day, God used an image that Jeremiah was familiar with to explain his task. God said, "Go down to the potter's house. I will have you called there." So Jeremiah went down, and the potter was making a vessel out of clay as he worked. It took a familiar form. Then the vessel Jeremiah had watched being made turned out marred in the potter's hands. He made another vessel. Jeremiah 18:3-4. This was how God explained what he had just shown Jeremiah. "O house of Israel, can I not make a nation of you as I have made the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? For I will restore their fortunes and will have mercy on them?" God asked. Jeremiah 18:7. The potter has the right to use the clay. Similarly, God has the right to choose who he will show mercy to. However, if the people turn to wickedness, he might also have the right to judge them. This is why God calls us to choose holiness, righteousness, and faith. In Jeremiah's case, God decided to have mercy on him despite the challenging circumstances. God told Jeremiah, "You have no right to oppose me. Indeed, if I have not established day and night in the fixed order of heaven and earth, then the offspring of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for whom I have restored your fortunes and had mercy, will return to me." Jeremiah 18:8-9. God emphasizes that his plan remains unchanged because his nature doesn't alter. As we reflect on Jeremiah's life, remember that God's words are true and trustworthy. Even when circumstances seem darkest, God's light shines through. His word gives us hope and strength to keep going. If you face challenges today, know that God is with you. Draw strength from your faith and trust in God's unwavering love and support. Like Jeremiah, Remain steadfast in your beliefs and keep proclaiming God's word, for it is through his word that we find guidance and strength. Jeremiah, though flawed like any of us, serves as a beacon of hope and faith. His story reminds us that God's love knows no bounds, and his word stands the test of time. May we, like Jeremiah, remain devoted to God's call, finding strength in his word and hope in his promises. Thanks for watching. Remember to share and subscribe so you never miss out on our enriching biblical insights. Until next time, stay blessed.